Look, grind hard, well done, sir, and welcome to the freaking well show. And party central to my well ones, a night of violated hell codes. Dope sells like the charge do, but selling's all about potential. And money speaks, then I'm the main act. I give a damn about the intro. A chain hangs in the building, just to let them know the neck work.
What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm gonna show you the exact steps to taking this and turning it into cash. That's right, taking used books and turning them into profit. I'm gonna take you guys into a thrift store with me and show you my exact process for finding the books, what I'm thinking, why I'm purchasing certain books, because there's two things when it comes to books that matter. It's demand and profit. If the book sells, that's good, but does it sell for a profit? It has to have those two things to make sense. I'm gonna show you guys the apps I use. I'm gonna go in this store, the couple stores we're gonna go into. I'm gonna strap a GoPro to my chest and show you guys me actually scanning the books. And now I'm teaching my friend, I'm here in beautiful Miami, I'm teaching my friend how to do this so he can eventually, make a lot more money. Currently he's driving Uber, but he's also teaching me how to salsa dance. So he's teaching me how to salsa dance in exchange to learn this skill of taking used books, taking used items. We also, sell DVDs and CDs. So enjoy this video, guys. If you like this content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Much love, guys. I will see you in the thrift store. So we're at store number 2. Last time me and Nico were here, we absolutely crushed it. We got backroom access, so we'll see if we can get backroom access again. That's where we get in the back room and we scan the most profitable books. Nobody else gets back there, but we can.
Look, grind hard, well done, sir, and welcome to the freaking well show.
So you can see through the door here, there's already a lot of books. So follow us in here. I got my GoPro on today. I'm gonna record this and show you guys how to make a lot of profit going into thrift stores, scanning books. I'll show you this app later that you can scan the cover. See a little vector. Vomino. All right, so we are in the back room of this thrift store and we got a little system going here. So it's always good to get backroom access because these are the books that have not been scanned before. So we got Hazel here. She's using ScoutIQ to scan these items. Whatever doesn't register on ScoutIQ, they're putting here. And I'm searching these with the Amazon seller app. So these are like non-barcodes or the barcode just won't register. Nico's back here. He's sorting everything barcode up. Teaching him how to sell books on Amazon. I'm teaching him the ways. A lot of good stuff back here. A lot of donated raw material. These are good accepts. We got almost half a cart full up front from the stuff on the main floor. But a lot of good Blu-rays, a lot of good CDs. No, there's no toy included, so we can't sell that one. Nico was asking. Someone was actually scanning through here. He actually followed me on YouTube. I must have been taking my advice, but he got backroom access before us, so he scanned through a lot of these. That's why we're starting all the way in the very back to make sure that the material we're scanning is indeed unpicked, raw. So there's always going to be profit because people are too lazy to scan stuff like this without barcodes. So that's why I got this big fat stack in front of me, and we'll show you guys some of the results we're getting right now. Hey Sal, yeah. So we just came across this item right here and we believe that we can sell this for about $100. I just looked at the ScoutIQ. Do you want to scan that real quick for him? So if you scan that, so $103, 239K rank. We looked at the Keepa or ScoutIQ charts. If you click here, her phone doesn't have it hooked up right now, but my phone did. Oh, there it is. Hers is hooked up. So you can see whenever that green line goes down, that means it's sold. And the price is selling for is 100 used. So we believe we can sell this for about $100. So that's a win, baby. We'll show you guys some more scans right now. All right, so we just got done with the back room. What were you saying, Hazel?
Nothing.
You were saying don't get too excited on camera because they'll charge us more. They charge us more for the books because I made a video and I was like, oh, we're making so much money. And she was like, don't get excited.
They charge us more, but I think this is last time we make the profit.
Yeah, we still made profit. Last time they actually gave us a discount, so it depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to a manager versus you're talking to, I don't even think it was a manager, it was just an employee that charged us more. We're about to go look at 16,000 books right now. So this is an ex-Amazon seller. We don't know the situation. Maybe they already sold some of the inventory. Maybe they know the value. They're an Amazon seller. So we're gonna go scan maybe a couple hundred of the books. We're not gonna buy any today. We're just going to like see if it's a good deal. If it's a good deal, it's probably gonna take us about 3 days to go through all their inventory. We're gonna try and negotiate a cherry picking deal. Or we might just take all the inventory, rent a truck for the day, pick all the inventory up, go through everything. We'll decide, but today we'll bring you guys with us and introduce you to this deal that we have. Also, I went on Facebook Marketplace and I found a couple textbooks. So she wants $40 for all of them. I don't think they're super hot, but if she's nearby, we might message her and meet her as well. And then we're gonna go back to my place and we're gonna list all of these books. So we have the DVDs that we got here, we got some more in the back, and then last week we have all those items that we need to list. So pizza for now, 15 minutes, we're meeting someone else, and then we'll be getting out of here. This is an Amazon seller's warehouse that we're at right now. They have 16,000 books. They're going out of business. So Nico is my salsa dance teacher. Say what's up, Nico? What's up? He's making money back there. Right now what we're doing is we're just scanning the books to get a pulse for how many are actually profitable. So we're each gonna scan a couple hundred books a piece and see what the acceptance rate is. So if it's 5%, 10%, kind of get a feel for what the profit margins are for this. So without further ado, let's get into this. We're gonna scan a couple hundred books and show you guys what we're working with. This is a pretty nice operation here. Old school, a lot of merchant fulfilled. They got, the way they do this is there's how a lot of merchants do it. They put the number on the box, so whenever the item sells, they know the book's in box 342. They go to box 342, they find the book. It's not the most organized way to do it. The ticketing system's a little bit more organized, but it works. So yeah, see if it's worth, this is 16,000 books. Let's see if it's worth purchasing some of these. All right, so we've scanned through collectively about 150 books. I've gotten one accept. How many have you gotten, Nico? How many?
I got 12% accepting.
Did you only scan them once or did you scan them twice by accident? 12 books?
No, I got 5 books accepting.
You had 40 something.
11%.
11%.
Okay. It's not great, but I just got to thinking.
Just a test.
She's got more books here. You got about 5, right, Hazel?
Yes.
So
This is one of those.
what we're gonna do instead is get a list. Nice. A lot of these are higher ranked books. They're not the best. They don't sell very often. If a book's high ranked, that means it doesn't sell often. Generally a book with 1 million rank, which is a lot of these are over 1 million, they sell about 12 times a year. And we're scanning books with 19 million rank, 8 million rank, but there are some good ones in here. There's a few textbooks that are semi-recent. So what we're gonna do is get a customer list, not a customer list, a list of the ISBNs, and I will run that through software. There's a couple different softwares we can run that through, and then we'll get to see, you know, what the acceptance rate is. And since all these are in boxes, what we could do is come back and if she's willing to, we can say, look, in box 382, there's 2 books we want. In box 383, there's 1 book that we want. So that's gonna be the best way to do this. But I did want to come here just to show you guys this and kind of get a feel physically for what we're dealing with. And we're dealing with old books. There's a lot of books. So whenever there's a lot of books, you know you can pull profit. Woohoo! Looks like he's got some profit there. Let's see what that is. $11, baby. Okay, so the day is finished. This is what we got here. We got DVDs, CDs. Looks like we even got a game in here. We got cups as well. Having a salsa party tomorrow. Let's see what Nico's working with. But we're about to go up and list all of these books. You want to show them what you're working with?
Okay, hold on. Let me practice right. Let me practice right. I don't wanna get a ticket. I don't wanna get my profit.
You know how
to
many-
pay the
Those books can pay for your car. Book right there. It's funny.
I have a dress on my hand. Like,
Can
really?
you please explain why it's so funny?
Very funny. You're funny.
I'm funny. Why I'm funny?
Because he's always in finance. He have problems. He don't act normal.
We got the profit, baby. We're gonna go up. There's my place behind us, the 48th floor. Take these books up to the top floor, list them, baby. Who's bigger? Oh, you were just flexing a second ago. Look at that. Okay. Look at that, baby. Boom, baby. Boom. Scan and disperse.
Do this.
Use what?
Or you have to do
We're gonna leave her on here.
Okay.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.
What's your opinion on
I'm
listings?
celebrating. Listen, you gotta follow Roman the Roman on Instagram. I'm celebrating right now with the best champagne, the very good profit we making plus 1,000 profit.
Nice. Let's see how much profit you're at. This is how much we've listed today, and the profit is approximately $279, and that's accurate because we priced everything. We priced we're that's not, you know, some people send items in at a fixed price. None of those are at fixed prices. Those are the prices we think they're going to sell, and they're very, very realistic prices too. We weren't overly ambitious. So down here, this is everything we have listed. Those need some cleaning. Yeah. So this is what we're working with. Nico is learning slowly but surely. He'll be doing this on his own eventually. Cheers. Yes. She wants to get some money as well, but we pay her per hour. Don't put me in your video. It's not funny. Up here listing everything that we got today. Looking at some keepographs here. So there's this brand new DVD we're listing. Let's see what it sold for. 22. Sold for $8. Sold for $13. So we probably get the most it's ever sold for is 17. So new for $199 is crazy. We could try like 29 bucks. Is what I would try with that. 29. $29. Add to batch. We're using Excel list to list this. You want to show them what you do with that label? Boom, baby. Smack it on the back. Now it's important to cover up any existing barcodes with the new label. There we go. Now we're gonna take this, put it in our box, and start filling this gap up right there. There we go. The one bad thing about listing DVDs is it takes forever to fill up a 50-pound box.
How many we got this? You checked this already, right?
We have a couple of those. Yeah, I would list them all at once. We got like 3 of them, I think.
What?
3 today's. We have 3 of those. So a lot of these we're having to type in. We don't have our scanner with us today. A lot of these don't have barcodes. So yeah, that's it. We go out, we find books, we list them, make them available for sale, come back, salsa dance, do what we gotta do. Make that money, right? Oh, we got a Rome fan over there. Show me your sweatshirt. Rome. She's a fan. All right, guys. So now what I'm going to do is show you exactly what books are profitable and why I'm choosing these books. So if you look here, I had to move the bananas out of the way. You can see this book is $23 profit. This is an obvious win. There's not really much debate here. You can see the E-score is 112, which means it's sold at least 112 times. It's had a day with a sale at least 112 times over the last 180 days. You can see the rank is 75K. That's a pretty good rank. That means if it's less than 100K, that means it sells frequently, probably every single day. If it's a million rank to a 1.5 million rank, that means it sells about 10 times a year, 10 to 12 times a year. So sales rank, eScore is much better than sales rank because sales rank, is always fluctuating. Sales rank's always going up, down. If someone buys a book on Amazon and the sales rank was previously 14 million, the sale will actually bring down the sales rank to 100,000. Every book gets brought down to at least 100,000 temporarily when the sale occurs. So that's why we don't rely on sales rank. We like eScore a little bit more. But yeah, let's scan some more books and really see what's going on here. I'll break down, I know it's a lot of numbers on the screen. I'm gonna try to break this down as simple as possible for you guys. So this is $1.71 profit. I would pick this up if it was free. I probably would not pay for this book. As you can see in the top right-hand corner, it says buy cost is $0. That means I'm not paying anything for the book. Now, if I was paying $1.50, that would basically eat up all my profit. So something else strange is kind of going on here. A lot of people ask, and not to overwhelm you, so if this kind of goes over your head, don't freak out. It took me months to figure this out. But you see this orange box in the bottom right-hand corner is currently on Amazon. This orange box will jump around. If you notice on all these listings, the orange box is always jumping around from used buy box to new buy box to some of the numbers above, which I'll break down in a second. But the orange box is what price is the software comparing to? And why would it compare to Amazon's price? So Amazon's selling this for $9.79. The reason why it's comparing to Amazon's price is if we look over at the used buy box, the used price is only 10 cents cheaper. So it's only 10 cents cheaper. So it knows, the app is smart enough to know that you're probably not going to get away with the sale, even if you're 10 cents less than Amazon. So it's playing it safe, and it's saying when it highlights Amazon, it assumes that you're selling it for 10% less than Amazon's price. So it assumes you're selling it for about 97 cents less, which would come out to $8.80 to 90 cents. So that's what's going on here. Now, this book is so low rank. It's 25K, which means it probably sells almost every minute. This book sells very, very frequently. I don't know about every minute, but multiple times an hour. So because this rank is so low, because it's selling dozens and dozens of copies every single day, you could probably get away selling this used price more than the new price. Now, I know this sounds outrageous, but there's a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Excuse my language, but this is my YouTube channel. Also, comment below. Do you guys prefer cussing or not? I'm always curious what my audience prefers. But the Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck is a book that has sold, I've sold it multiple times, more used than new. Isn't that insane? I've sold a book more used than new. And the reason why is it just has so high demand that people don't care. People are just clicking buttons on Amazon and large numbers. People are eventually going to purchase it more used. Now, I didn't mean to price it more used than new. My software, my repricing software did it for me, but just know that sometimes it will happen. That was a bestseller for a long time. So The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck was a bestseller for a very long time. So now let's look at more books. We have this Dan Kennedy book here. This is $6.72 profit, eScore 72. That's pretty good. Now, if you guys look underneath where it says 26 used, that means number of used offers. So it's important to look there because number one, how many used offers does it have? That's not really the most important metric though. It's good to know. Really what's more important than number of used offers is how many FBA offers are there. So the two left columns underneath used, there's 4 columns total. You guys see that? Above, there's 4 columns total. On the left, you have 2 columns. These are both for used prices. These are only displaying used prices. And you can see on the very far left is all used prices. And in the middle left, you see that it's FBA prices. So as an FBA seller and as FBA sellers, if you sell FBA and not merchant, all you care about is the FBA prices. So it's very important to look at that column to see how much profit could you make. And as you'll see in some examples I'm about to show you in the future, there are some scenarios where the FBA price is much higher than the used buy box. Okay. So as FBA sellers, as prime sellers, we get to offer prime shipping, freakishly fast shipping, and people pay a lot more for it. So we only compare against other prime offers, other FBA offers. So it's important to look at that column to get a glimpse of what are the FBA offers. Okay. So here, this book is not profitable. It's 94 cents profit. Now, this is actually a great example for what I was just talking about. If you guys look in the FBA column for used, you can see it goes for $7.99. So let's see how much profit would we make if we selected that. So see, I'm moving the orange box around. Okay, now it's actually profitable if I would sell it for $7.99. So according to this app, the lowest FBA offer is $7.99. If that is true, which most of the time it is true. The app's correct about 90% of the time. If this is true for the current market, I could pick this up and make $2.38 profit as long as I price it at that price, and I'll get the sale because I'll be the lowest FBA offer. So it's important to look at that FBA column to capitalize on deals that most people would pass up on. Okay, so this is $4.77 profit. Here's another strange scenario, but the app was smart enough to pick up on it this time. So you can see the used buy box is $7.70. Now, anybody that doesn't know what used buy box is, it's basically like being at the front of the line. So if you're selling toothpaste at a store, you got your own brand, right? And you're selling toothpaste at a store, you would own the buy box if you came in front of the customer's eyes sooner than the other brand. So for example, the buy box owner is going to be the person who's at the checkout, selling their candy, or let's say it was toothpaste again. There's usually not toothpaste at the checkout, but you're checking out, you got all your groceries, and you see toothpaste right there in front of you. That's the buy box. Everything in the back of the store, all the other supplies, all the other vendors, supplies and wholesale options, whatever, you guys know what I'm saying. All the other units for sale are in the back of the store. The units that are in the front of the store are the ones that are going to get sold next. So if you own the buy box, you have the attention of the customer, and Amazon actually pushes your offer to people. So the used buy box, very, very important. Currently, the used buy box is $7.70. That's because the lowest FBA offer is $7.70. So the lowest FBA offer gets the buy box. The lowest prime offer gets the buy box. And the reason why the lowest prime offer gets the buy box is Amazon is in the selling business, not the storage business, as my mentor Caleb Roth says. Caleb Roth's from thebookflipper.com. You should go give that guy a follow. Go check out his website. He's got great content as well. And it's very important, he says, that you keep this in your repricing strategy to have the lowest FBA offer, because if you have the lowest FBA offer, you're going to get the buy box. Now, in this case, you don't want to be the lowest offer, because the lowest offer is actually probably losing money. $7.70 is what it's going for. We could actually sell this for $11.46. That's the next one in line. All we need to do is wait for that low baller, that guy selling it for $7.70, to sell out. Once he sells out, the price is going to go up to $11.46. And the app was smart enough to know, again, Caleb Roth made this app, my mentor, who I just mentioned. He made this app, and he knew that it's going to be, sometimes there's going to be offers that are FBA and the buy box might be lower, but if we compare against the FBA offer, it's going to give the person scanning the book an opportunity to realize that this book's profitable. So he programmed the software to compare against FBA prices when the demand was high or when the sales rank was low. So if the E-score is high, sales rank's low, and there's FBA offers with this, what I call significant gap, if there's a significant jump from buy box to FBA price, it will compare against the higher FBA price. So that is a good thing the app automatically does for you. I know I'm kind of getting in the weeds here, but I want to make this a very informative video for everyone watching. Here you can see it defaulted to Amazon's price, and the reason why it defaulted to Amazon's price is similar scenario. In this case, ScoutIQ just didn't have access to the used buy box. Maybe the used buy box doesn't exist. Sometimes that happens. As confusing as that sounds, sometimes Amazon just doesn't allow there to be a used buy box. It's comparing against Amazon's price. So this is going to discount it 10% from Amazon's price. So it's going to subtract $1.98 from Amazon's price and assume that that's how much you're going to sell it for. Now, this book sells insanely fast, quite frequently. It actually looks like this is one of those books that sells more used than new. You can see that it's going currently for $19.98 FBA, and I guarantee you it sells for that price. So it's actually selling more used than new, which will happen from time to time. Let's scan another book. Okay, so this book is negative 73 cents profit. The reason why it's comparing against Amazon is Amazon's less than the used price. Now, it doesn't always compare against Amazon. It will compare against the used buy box if the used buy box is already less than 10% of the discounted price. Does that make sense? If Amazon's selling it for $40 and the used buy box is $20, that's way less. It's 50% less than Amazon's price. It's going to go ahead and compare against the used buy box to show you how much profit you would make. But if Amazon's price is close enough to the used price, it's always going to compare against the Amazon price. And that's a good thing the app's doing, because if you guys log into Amazon and you're looking for items, would you rather buy brand new from Amazon or from some random third-party seller? You're going to buy from Amazon. So that's why they do that. You can see the profit here is negative 73 cents. This is an easy pass. Okay, so this is 76 cents profit. Again, this is a pretty easy pass here. There's no reason to pick this book up. If we sold it, again, we can move this box around. If this was shrink wrapped, if it was in new condition, we could sell it for $12.99 new and squeeze some profit out of it. But this is a used book, so I can't make profit off. There's my yearbook, my high school yearbook, not profitable. Look out for yearbooks. Yearbooks don't. I've never found a yearbook that's profitable. There's probably some people out there that can make profit selling yearbooks on eBay. They're probably one of those things where it's like if somebody in your class gets famous, the yearbook would eventually end up really profitable. Like if you get Elvis Presley in your class, that would be a good yearbook to have. You could probably sell that yearbook for thousands of dollars. But all the yearbooks I've come across, they're not profitable. Anybody who monetizes yearbooks, let me know. Comment below. Maybe you could look those people up on Facebook and try to sell it to them. That might be a good thing to do. So here you can see the app's being smart. Again, it's comparing against the used buy box. That orange box is hovering over the used buy box. This is kind of a red flag when you see all the low used prices hanging out at $5. So the lowest, a lot of people are selling this for $5, not prime. They're selling it merchant fulfilled, which just means they're selling it from their house directly to the customer. And they're kind of, I wouldn't even call these people low ballers. There's 24 offers. The E-score is only 8. So that means it's only sold 8 times or had a day with a sale 8 times in the last 180 days. So down here, it's comparing against the used buy box because it knows that as a prime seller, you can sell this prime. But I would not bet on getting this price because this price is 4 times as high as the lowest price. So really what would make me jump on this, let's say I'm picking this up for $1 or $2, is I would click on, if you guys look in the bottom right-hand corner, you see the Amazon icon. I would click on the Amazon icon. And what the Amazon icon is going to do is it's going to open up Amazon.com and it's going to automatically sort the prime offer. So by clicking on that prime icon, it's going to open up Amazon.com with the prime filters already selected. So it's only going to show you the prime offers. Now, if there's 5 or 10 prime offers, I'm running away from this book. But if there's only 1 or 2, I'm picking this book up. And if there's only 1, or even if there's 0, I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this book because there's not that much competition. But if there's 8 other guys competing, this is what's going to happen. You're going to pick up this book. You're going to list it for sale. If you undercut that buy box and there's 10 other guys selling it for the same price, everybody's repricers are going to be triggered, and the price of the used book's going to go down to probably $6 or $7 pretty fast because it's going to be a race to the bottom. But if there's no FBA offers, you can come in and you can get the sale and own the buy box all by yourself, and it's going to be a much happier experience. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you guys have questions. If you guys have any questions at any point during this YouTube video, simply comment them below. I will answer every YouTube comment eventually. I am very busy, but I do make time for my YouTube commenters. So love the comments. Love it when you guys like the video. Love it when you guys subscribe. And yeah, let's move on. Okay, so this is a strange barcode. This barcode almost looks counterfeit, but I don't think it is. So if you look here, it's comparing against Amazon price. Again, this is a common theme. And yeah, it's profitable. It's profitable even if we discount it less than Amazon. The current used buy box is at a very healthy price. You could price it at that used buy box. You don't have to discount 10% from Amazon like ScoutIQ suggests. That's just to protect you when buying the book. It assumes that you can't sell the book for less than 10% discounted price from Amazon, for more than 10% discounted price from Amazon, because it assumes that you won't get the sale if you price too close to Amazon, which is good because it protects you. $4.16 profit. Now look here, this compared against the used buy box instead of Amazon price. Even though the rank was very low, it still compared against the used buy box. It compared against the used buy box instead of Amazon. In the past, all the ones I've been showing you have been comparing against Amazon. The reason why it's comparing against the used buy box now is it's already discounted. It's already less than 10% of the Amazon price. So it's already $1.33 less than Amazon, which is, if this was $1.33 close to Amazon in price, it would automatically compare to Amazon. But instead, it's compared to the used buy box. This is profitable, $4 profit, about $3 profit if you paid $1 for it. So it's a good book to pick up. Okay, so this is an interesting scenario here. So it's going for $9.67 used in the buy box, but Amazon or ScoutIQ knows that this is ranked so high or so low, that the demand is so high, the rank is so low, the e-score is so high that this book has very high demand. This book sells often, sells frequently. So what it's doing here is it's comparing to the highest used offer it can find. So in the left-hand column there, you see it's comparing. It's going down like 5 or 6. And the reason why it's doing that is it says, the app's saying, look, you can probably sell this for more than the lowest price. Currently, the lowest price is $9.67. So it's comparing against a higher price to get you more profit, because it knows you can sell this for more than it's currently selling for. It's currently selling for $9.67, but the lowest merchant offers $9.67. And as FBA sellers, it knows that you can always sell it for more than the merchant price. That's why it's comparing to a higher price instead of a lower price. This is $1.24 profit. This is an easy pass. Now, actually, I'm going to stay on this for a little bit longer because a lot of people are going to be like, well, if it's $1 profit, why not send it in? There are a couple of reasons why I wouldn't send this in. Number one, it's only $1 profit. I practically pay my employees $1 per book for listing. I've done the math before. That's what it comes out to. I pay my employees about $1 per book. Now, they do a lot for me. They pack the box. That's $1 per book after the boxes is packed, after they're taped. This is for their time listing books, from getting the books delivered to their door to packing them up and shipping them out. It's $1 cost per book. Even my faster lister, who does about 60 cents per book, it's still, do I really want to pay 60 cents to have a book listed and then I'm going to pay 20 cents inbound shipping? So I'm investing almost 80 cents just to make $1.20. So I'm investing 80 cents just to make 40. For me, it doesn't make sense. I don't run an operation where it makes sense to do that. Now, if you're at scale, it might make sense to do that, but it doesn't in most people's case. Because what you have to realize is even after you ship the book out, there's still more work that has to be done. You still have to reprice the book. You still have to determine months down the road if you should dispose the book. The book still requires your time. So it's very important to keep your profit margins high to make the books worth your time when they do sell. Now, if you build your business model around a bunch of $1 profit books, you are going to be a very busy person not making that much money. My mentor, Caleb Roth, one of the first book conferences I ever went to, and now I keep saying my mentor. I went to a book sellers conference. That's where I met him for the first time. And he did this presentation where he was like, look, you guys need to stop selling cheap books. He ran a bunch of numbers for larger sellers who were doing millions a year. And it turns out that it was a crazy low number. It was like something like 40% of the books they were selling were too cheap. And out of those 40%, out of all their inventory, 40% of their inventory was only accounting for 3% of their profits. Isn't that insane? 40% of a large $1 million bookseller's inventory, 40%, the less than $10 range for books was only accounting for 3% of profits. So it's very important to make sure that you keep your profit margins high by looking for higher priced books. This is $4 profit, low rank. That would be good to go. This is $1.60 profit. Now, the reason why this is $1.60 profit, but this is a crazy high demand. Let's look at the demand here. The demand is $13K. So we know this book is going to sell. And we can actually sell it for more, probably more than what it's suggesting, because the lowest Amazon's price is $9.88. 1K profit, 1K rank. This book sells more. I promise this book probably sells. I don't know the exact numbers, but this probably sells multiple times a minute. I would place bets on that. I would bet that this book, if a book is 1K rank, it sells multiple times a minute, and it's selling for $13.14. So I would pick this up. Even though the Amazon price is $9.80, you can definitely sell this for $13 to $15. You can probably sell this maybe even close to $20 FBA. So this is a definite pickup here. And even if this was only $1.60 profit, if it was in my possession, if I didn't have to pay for this book, I would definitely ship it in, because this is, if I got a bunch of books for free, or if I paid for a bunch of books and they're already at my house, this is a no-brainer. Okay, this is $33 profit. The E-score is 1. This is good, because what you can do with a book like this, there's no FBA offers. There's only 5 used offers. What you're going to do with a book like this is come in at the lowest price. Don't try to be all fancy being an FBA seller and price way above. Now, I've sold books. I sold a Jewish set for $2,000 when the lowest price was $1,300. That's the power of the prime bump. But on average, what you want to do with books like this is you don't want to come in too high prime, because somebody's going to see that it's much cheaper used, and that somebody is only going to come around about once every 6 months, according to the E-score. So there's only been one day with the sale with this book over the last 6 months. So you want to come in I would come in at $44.92. You may set off some of the merchant repricers, but I would stay strong with that price. I would price very close to merchant, if not at the low merchant price. Okay, here's this Paulo Coelho book. Very good author. Book is currently selling for $6. Sells pretty frequently, but it's just not profitable. Okay, here is The Art of War, Costco edition. I bought this at Costco. Not for a profit. I bought it to read myself. But you can see it is $5 profit. So if I pick this up for $1 or $2, yeah, I'd pick it up. It sells very frequently. Looks like a very good book to sell on Amazon and to read. Okay, so here we have a book that's going for $2.24 profit. The rank is very low. This is a no-brainer. I would pick it up. Now, the reason why I have the buy cost set at 0, I often do this even when I go out sourcing. If I'm not in a place that has very consistent prices, I will set my buy cost at 0. So, for example, I used to go to a bookstore nearby. The books were nearby to my apartment when I lived in Nashville. It's called McKay's Used Bookstore. If you guys ever get a chance, if you're in the Nashville area, Chattanooga, Knoxville, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, North Carolina, any of those places, they have this bookstore. I would go in there and I would scan 5,000 books a day. I know it sounds outrageous. I was double scanning a lot of books, but I was just looking for new books that they had in the shelves. And what I would do is I would set my buy cost at 0 or maybe 50 cents, because the lowest, there was even books priced at 5 cents profit or 5 cents per book, which was insanely cheap. So I wouldn't even set a buy cost because I didn't want to miss anything. Now, if you're at a Goodwill, Salvation Army, or you're at someone's house and you already agreed $1 profit, there's no reason not to add that buy cost at $1 or $2 per book. Set whatever the lowest price is. So, for example, I was at that McKay's Used Bookstore. The lowest price was 5 cents. Theoretically, I could set the buy cost at 5 cents, but it wouldn't really make sense because it wouldn't make that big of a difference. But if I'm at a Goodwill and paperbacks are $1, hardcovers are $3, what I'm going to do is set the buy cost at $1 for each book. So then if I do come across the $3 hardcover, I can just do the math in my head and subtract $2 from whatever the profit is. So that's a very important point. Make sure that your buy cost reflects what the actual buy cost is, and you can take it to zero. If you ever get books, this is a case like what I'm showing you guys right now. I'm doing all the buy cost at zero because let's assume we got all these books for free from Facebook Marketplace or Nextdoor or Craigslist, and now you're determining which ones to sell for a profit. In that case, always bring the buy cost down to zero because you already bought the books. There's no reason to factor buy cost in. You only factor buy cost in before you purchase the book. Okay, so now we have a book that's selling for $11.16, use buy box, $3.70 profit. This is a no-brainer. Okay, $6.70 profit, no-brainer, pick it up. It's got a low rank. This is a pass because it sells very frequently. It looks like it'd be a good book to read as well, How Successful People Think. I've not read this book, but it's negative 24 cents profit, so it's just not worth picking up. So ScoutIQ also does have the option to scan books. So I'm going to show you me scanning a book. So you can scan the cover of the book. And this actually, the setting got better recently. It used to never come up with any results. The reason why this Man Up book, the first time I scanned it, it came up with an Audible category rather than a book category. So this was an audiobook the first time I scanned it. You are going to get weird results with cover scans with ScoutIQ. In the past, it sucked. It was terrible, but it looks like it's actually gotten better now. So an alternative is simply type in the name of the book at the bottom. So type in Man Up where it says barcode and whatever the title of the book is, and you can search the book that way. So let's try to do the cover scan on this book. I doubt it'll work, and it doesn't work. So instead, I'm going to type in the name of the book, the title of the book, Flying Fortress. And you can see that it's going for negative profit, 3 million rank. This book is simply not worth picking up. Yeah, that is it, guys. If you like this content, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button, comment any questions you have. I'm going to read every single comment. So also let me know, what videos would you like me to make in the future? And was this helpful? Was it not? Would you like me to go more in depth, less in depth? Let me know, guys. Much love. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.
Sir, and welcome to the freaking well show and party central to my well ones. A night of violated hell codes. Dope sells like the charge do, but selling's all about potential. And money speaks, then I'm the main